Hi everyone, Chillax here and welcome back to another Anchor Panic video. So as you can see before you, Ming Yee, the brand new limited time lightning healer, has finally arrived on the Japanese server a couple hours ago. And today we are going to go over everything you need to know about her kit, notably what she does, what her signature sigil provides, what skins come with this update, and of course we will do a live showcase. So without further ado, let's begin. So as you can see before you, Ming Yee is a limited time operator and she will be available between now until May 27th, so about 3 weeks. And she is a limited time operator, which means once she leaves the Raid Up banner, she will not be summonable again, like failing pity to her, until she returns in the form of a rerun banner, maybe like 4 months from now. And in addition to her release, there is a rerun banner of Yuan Zhuan, who is a limited time physical defender who specializes around damage mitigation as well as crowd control immunity. Yes, and then Frostjade is getting, I think, her third rerun at this point for the JP server. Now, the reason why I think it's very important to go over Ming Yee's kit is because typically when any new operator is transitioning from the Chinese server to the Japanese server, the kit is generally changed and nerfed in some way in order to maintain balance in terms of power level for different operators. And so it'll be interesting to see how Ming Yee's kit looks, because what we see on the JP server today is likely the Ming Yee that we will get on the global server when she finally arrives there. Now, I would summarize Ming Yee's kit as essentially a very bursty healer who provides damage reduction, provides attack bonuses, applies shock application increase, as well as a built-in revival mechanic in her talent too. This makes her one of the most free-to-play, friendly, and powerful healers, rivaling that of Frostjade, who is a very meta-defining ice limited time healer on the global server. In addition to this, I do want to go over the various skins. There's 3 brand new skins that come with this update. One is going to be Tia's alternative skin, which is this one right here. And this is going to be the 3D model for this alternative skin. Very spicy, I do have to say. You got the lunar orb, you got the koi fish, and respectfully looking, holy smokes, oh my god. And this is going to be the animated version of her splash art, which looks really nice. Respectfully looking. Yeah. So in addition to this, we are also getting another hot spring skin, alternative skin for an operator who gets a lot of love, who is of course Physical Rose. And finally, we get to see the uncensored version of this. And respectfully looking here, various alternative versions of this very spicy skin for this very spicy waifu, holy smokes. And this is going to be the animated version of the splash art. She's drinking some sake, lounging by the pool. Oh my god, she's wasting a lot of sake, but I approve. Yes. And then the third skin is going to be Ming Yee's skin, which, if I can navigate properly to this, is going to be this one right here. And this is going to be the 3D model of Ming Yee's skin that you can purchase if you decide to support the game. And it comes with various colors, as you can see. And then this is going to be the animated version with the splash art. Holy smokes, respectfully looking. Looks like she's writing some, maybe she's doing a painting, I'm not really sure. She's very distracting. And so those are going to be the 3 skins. And in addition to that, there's going to be an interactive version of this skin if you decide to support the game. We'll go as far as we can as a free-to-play account. Oh my god, respectful looking. Wow, I love her character design. Oh my god. Yeah, this appeals to all audiences. Yeah, they know me very well. Alright, and I think that's as far as we can go here. Yeah, looks like it. Okay, so now that we've gone over the skins, oh, and one last thing here. The main thing on this event page is that she is getting her own storyline. Now, mind you, Ming Yee was released during Chinese New Year this year, which was February 2026, so only 3 months ago. The Japanese server is almost caught up with the Chinese server. They're just 2 operators behind at this point. Yeah, so I actually went through the story. It's quite interesting. Okay, and then let's go right into her kit. So, but one last respectfully looking, because I do have to say that this is one of the best 3D models for any character. Respectfully looking. Holy smokes. Yeah, she even poses for me. Yeah, her character design is really cool. Okay, so she is going to be a lightning healer, and her talent 1, if I can scroll up to the translations I made. Alright, so, sorry, I wasn't as prepared as I thought. So talent 1, all sounds welcome spring. At the start of the turn, Ming Yee gains 1 stack of lapis light based on the number of allies on the field. This can stack up to 40 times. So if you have 5 allies on the field, she will be getting 5 lapis light stacks at the start of each round. For every 1 stack of lapis light Ming Yee gains, she receives plus 1% damage reduction and plus 2 healing effect, up to 20 times. So by the time you get the 20th stack of lapis light, she will have 20% damage reduction and 40% healing effect increase on herself, lasting until the end of battle. When Ming Yee reaches certain stack thresholds of lapis light, the following effects activate once. Add 5 or more stacks of lapis light, which is basically at the start of battle, grants allies 1 stack of shield enhancement plus 20% shield effect. Allied agents of the same element additionally gain healing effect plus 12% until the end of battle. So this mainly applies for operators like Thunderrock, who heals herself, as well as Echo, who passively heals the allies via her talent 2. Add 15 or more stacks of lapis light, which is achievable by the start of round 2. If you have her signature Sigil, grants allies 1 stack of protection, in which those allies with the stack of protection, all damage taken is decreased by 18%. This is insane. This makes her essentially a healer who also has kind of like a defender ability. Allied agents of the same element, so lightning elements, additionally gain crit damage resistance plus 15% until the end of battle. I think this has more impact on PvP. And at 30 or more stacks of lapis light, which typically occurs at the start of round 3, at base copy with her signature Sigil, grants allies 1 stack of attack increase. And this is where it matters more on the PvE side. And this 1 stack of attack increase provides plus 15% attack to all allies, and allies of the same element, so lightning operators, additionally get a plus 24% shock triggered chance. So this allows you to, on a mono lightning team or a partial lightning team, to get to that magic number of 10 shock stacks per turn for maximum damage output. And all of this lasts until the end of battle. Now, for her talent 2, Words of Revival, at the end of the turn, if there are any defeated allied characters, Ming Yee performs a revival ritual based on her number of lapis light stacks. For each defeated character, she consumes 10 stacks of lapis light to revive them. Characters are revived in the order they were defeated. Before performing the revival ritual, Ming Yee will remove all abnormal statuses from herself. So this is kind of nice. Revived characters will recover 30% of their max HP, gain 8% additional speed, and recover 40% energy. So yes, they will come with some HP restored, become faster, and energy burst right away. The speed up effect lasts until the end of the ally's next action. Quite good. Now, her basic attack hits the rearmost, which is kind of nice. I don't know if she's focus opposite though, but I do find it interesting that she hits the rearmost enemy. Now her skill, which translates to Dance of Prayer or Prayer Dance, it is an AoE healing move that also grants... hold on, I skipped the translation. Oh yeah, she gains 4 stacks of Lapis Light. So she gets 5 from her talent 1, she gets 4 from her skill, she will get an additional 5 from a base copy of her signature sigil if memory serves me right. And then her energy burst, which is called Lure of the Birds. The skill is Lure of the Birds, energy burst is Prayer Dance. So this is an AoE heal that also increases allies' attack by 10% of her own attack. And by the way, all her heals scale off of Ming Yee's attack. For instance, at level 9, she will restore HP to all allies equal to 241% of Ming Yee's attack, in case you were wondering. So you're going to want base attack and attack on her model sets. Now, in addition to AoE heal plus 10%, allies attack increased by 10% of Ming Yee's attack for 2 turns, she will also grant a spiritual protection buff on one ally, prioritizing the ally with the highest crit damage, followed by the highest attack. The spiritual protection effect negates all control effects and interruption effects, and removes and negates energy gain efficiency reduction. Yeah, so this is quite impactful in PvP, and if the protected ally is selected as the enemy's main target, all damage taken is reduced by 50%, 50. Yeah, so this makes your primary DPS also survive much better. When the protected ally receives a fatal hit, spiritual protection is consumed to keep their HP at 1, lasting until the end of that turn's action. Yeah, so this is like cheat death. Add base copy of Ming Yee. If that ally has already acted, the lock duration is limited to the current damage flow only, and the enemy's turn action is interrupted. This effect lasts for 2 turns. So yeah, this energy burst was 6 paragraphs long. It does a lot. It's quite good. And mind you, this is all at base copy. Okay, now if you do decide to spend on the game and support the game, at Ascension 3, which is Effortless Heart, at the start of battle she has a 50% chance to energy burst at no cost. When triggered, Ming Yee also gains the effect of spiritual protection, which was what I mentioned before. It makes them CC immune when they are the primary target, 50% damage reduction, and when they get KO'd, they survive with 1 HP. But in addition to that, when Ming Yee revives an ally through her talent 2, she grants that ally 1 stack of Fluttering Wings, which is a unique shield that scales off of 160% of Ming Yee's attack, and when the shield is destroyed, Ming Yee gains an extra 2 stacks of Lapis Light. Now at Ascension 6, which is kind of the sweet spot for this gives her a 100% chance to energy burst at the start of battle, at no cost. This is the start of battle, she doesn't even energy burst. Or, this is kind of like Tia, if you will. It's like a start of battle ability. Yeah, and then like we said before, she will get the spiritual protection, and then when she revives an ally with her talent, that Fluttering Wing will be a chunkier shield scaling off of 240% of her attack, when the shield is destroyed, it also gains with 2 stacks of Lapis Light. You don't get more. Okay, so now when we go to her signature Sigil, which is 1,000-Year Harmonious Light, she will get, I think, up to 13.2% base attack if you get her Sigil to max level 80, and then you get 15% healing effect at base copy. When equipped by Ming Yee, at the start of battle she gains 5 stacks of Lapis Light and increases her own attack by 8%. If there is an ally revived by her talent, all types of damage received by that ally are reduced by 14% until the end of that ally's next action. So this is yet another way to secure the survivability of your fallen ally after they revive. Now, each time an allied agent uses an energy burst, Ming Yee has a 40% chance to gain 1 stack of Lapis Light, and I would presume that at max dupes of the Sigil, that chance goes up to maybe up to 100% chance, which is quite good. So this is yet another way to get Lapis Light. Okay, so now let's do a live showcase of Ming Yee in action. So we'll go ahead and tackle a story boss, and just to make sure that the enemy doesn't go down too quickly, I'm just going to run 1 DPS, 1 tank in the front to protect Ming Yee. So now just for context here, she is only level 60, my signature Sigil is only at level 30, and her skills are not that high, leveled 5 and 9 for the skill and energy burst. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at the healing numbers. But I wanted to mainly show you how quickly you can generate Lapis Light stacks at A0S0, which I think will be very important for freedom. Yeah, so she hits the rearmost, and then she casts her skill, and right now she's at 12 stacks of Lapis Light, 5 from the talent 1, 4 from her skill, and 5 from her signature Sigil. So now we're going to enter round 2. So this is the energy burst animation. It looks really cool. Okay, so now we're up to 21 stacks of the Astral Light. So at this point we have the damage reduction. We need to get up to 30 or more to get the attack burst. So as you can see, by the end of round 2 at base copy, Ming Yee can revive up to 2 fallen allies by the end of this turn. And now we're at round 3. We're at 24, now 25 stacks. But as you can imagine, in a PvE situation, if you're trying to maximize your damage, generally speaking, you want to get to the 30 stacks of Astral. Oh yeah, you see the attack buff? The attack buff is there. It's not clear to me if she applies it to herself, but the allies definitely pick it up. Yeah, but as I was saying, in a PvE situation where you're trying to use your Ming Yee as an attack buffing unit, then ideally you don't want your allies to ever get KO'd, right? Because then you're forced to consume 10 of the Astral Lights, or the Lapis Lights, and then I think you lose the attack buff, but I'm not entirely positive. And, oh, okay, so I think this right here, yeah, the energy burst applies the divine protection on the ally with the highest crit damage, which is my white rose. I think this is what this symbol denotes.
我が意は決した次元の
I
彼
can't
方へ
wait for like Rose
帰るがいい
She's amazing.
消滅の中へ
She's only A0, S0 on my account, but I feel like she's like godly in terms of damage.
厄払い
I think it would be. Oh, I don't think. Yeah, I guess we'll have White Rose up ahead.
我が意は決した
If we can see an end of battle
Yakubare!
meaning animation,
輝きの星を
I'll just let this
す
play
べて
out.
の邪悪を払いたまえ
Oh, guess not. Okay.
君は歴史の
So,
塵に消え去
what
り
are my impressions
もう
of
存
Ming
在
Yee?
しな
Now,
くな
I
るだ
don't
ろう
have any lightning DPSs such as Abyss Alicia, so I can't really showcase the shock application increase, although that'd be really hard to assess, to be honest. But I think overall she's still a very powerful character despite the nerfs. I think she will be a must pull for every player, whether you are a free to play or a whale. So, anyways, let me know in the comment section below what you think of Ming Yee. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care, guys.